the
Who's
answer.
responsible for destroying California?
It's the regulatory system, and it's bureaucrats, and it's gynofascism, which is just tons of women worried about safety. Like everything is just safety. And so safety is kind of the slow cancer killer of society in a city. So the thing about safety, and this is the thing about all their ideas, they sort of sneak them in the door under the veneer of something positive, like safety. Like, okay, so every single one of these groups, whether it's Somalians in Minnesota or whether it's hospice care in Los Angeles, first off, all their names are like first step forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Angels. And, everything is all this euphemistic bullshit, right? About children first, youth first. And then they're just ripping off everyone's money, right? So California became a very safety-oriented place. Like, we want the hardest on COVID. We're the safest place. And now what happens is we have a lot of women in politics, and their priority is safety. And the thing about safety is it's stifling to growth, because every regulation that they add on is in the guise of safety. Like, I'll give you an example. I have owned houses and done property in the area for, I don't know, 30 years probably. And I've done dozens of houses and warehouses and back and forth and all that. And I have a new house that I was working on, and it needs to be appraised. So I said, all right, send the appraiser over. And I've done this a million times. They just walk around and make notes, and then they give you an appraisal. Well, I got the guy coming out, and it comes back as I can't appraise it. And I said, why not? He said, well, it needs to have the smoke detectors up, and the deck's built, but it doesn't have a railing on it, so it needs the railing. I said, well, just appraise it without the smoke detectors. Like, why don't you back off $80 for the smoke detectors?
Yeah.
Now, the house has to have the smoke detectors in place, and then we need the railing on I go, just appraise the house like you would appraise a house if it didn't have a deck or or it was incomplete. They're like, no. And they had to keep coming back.
Did he want money? Because I posted a similar story, and everybody was just like, give the guy $100. That's what he's getting at. He just wants $100.
This is all. I didn't even talk to him. He just went back to the office and said, no appraisal. The whole point is, I used to do this all the time. It was 5 pages and we're done. Now it's a whole bunch of rules. And you go, all right, well, safety. All right, but this guy's now come back and forth 5 times in my house. I still don't have my appraisal, and the bank isn't getting to refinance, and it's all just regulation. And when I was saying the other day, I bought my first house, the paperwork was like 7 pages. I bought this house a year ago. It was 157
Well,
pages.
every time there's a lawsuit now, you have to add in a different section.
This had 3 different sections on, was I discriminated against racially on the loan? It wasn't just once. It was like 17 separate pages about discrimination.
Word it differently each time.
It would just come up again, and I'd be like, no. And so anyway, what happened? So women are safety-oriented. Safety-oriented people don't really think about downstream consequences of their safety. When COVID comes around, shut the schools, wear a mask, stay inside, don't go to work. We need to work. You don't need to work, stay home. We are totally safety-driven in California to an insane amount. If you go online, it'll go ships to 49 states except for California. And you go, what's the difference? Like I've said, I tried to buy glass railing, and it was like the laminated stuff is cheaper than the non-laminated, or whatever it was, tempered or something. And I go, all right, well, give me the laminated stuff. And I go, yeah, we don't ship to California. And it's, why? You ship everywhere, every state, and it's fine. they got a rule in California. They don't let us use the laminated stuff. And it's like, all right, so then you got to use the safety glass, which is more. And then the building costs that much more. They're overregulated. It's mostly chick think, and they're fucking up the city and the state. And that's basically what's going on.
Did you see that video of Zoran Mamdani saying he wants to decrease the speed limit to 20 miles an hour in New York?
No, I did not.
Okay, I mean,
Is that real?
It looked real. I mean, you can't really tell with AI these days.
It is a goal of our administration to lower the speed limit across the city to 20 miles an hour. That, however, is something that can only be done with a local law change to the city administrative code. And we do support the city council taking those efforts.
How new or old is this?
I just saw this last night.
Oh, okay, because it's got to be brand new.
It was on Twitter, and I was scrolling, and I saw a video of Zoran Mamdani saying, yeah, like, we're going to try to decrease the speed.
What's the point of that?
Safety.
Make it more safe. But then I read through the comments, and a lot of people were speculating that they have these like traffic light cameras, and apparently they can detect if you're going above the speed limit, so they can collect more tax revenue from people speeding.
They want control, but they do it under the umbrella of safety. So no one goes, listen, I'm a maniacal dictator and all I want is control. They go, I'm looking out for you and safety, but the safety costs you and it gives them more control.
I gotta show you this. Speaking of safety, Los Angeles City Council passed a motion unanimously restricting LAPD traffic stops for minor violations, including expired registration, non-functioning taillights, cracked windshields, broken mirrors, illegal tint, loud exhaust, missing plates, because they say it's discriminatory against people who can't afford those fixes. And so the people who can't afford it get the most violations driving their car. And so this is real. This just passed.
Well, they're really saying it affects black and brown people at a higher rate because they decriminalize jaywalking because it affects black and brown people. Whatever it affects black and brown people, they just go,
Granted, jaywalking, I don't even know why that's a law. And here's another thing. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, and just cut me off if I'm not. But apparently, on the drive over here, Graham came to a red arrow to turn left. And
allegedly.
Allegedly. And you said, just run it. I run every single one, have been for 25 years, never gotten a ticket.
Yes.
I told Jack that's going to change my life.
Where's my camera? Is it that one?
Yeah.
Run them all, baby. You'll never get a ticket.
Let me take a wild guess here. You have not got a Father's Day gift yet, and it's June. The date's coming up.
And by the way, we know the dads are impossible to find gifts for because they seemingly have everything they need, but that is why we've partnered with our friends MagBack to get you 15% off the entire site when you use the link and code down below in the description.
They have gifts that your dad will actually use, like the MagBack Elite case. There's a built-in finger loop for your grip, side rails so it doesn't slip, a kickstand that folds right in, and magnets strong enough to snap onto any metal surface, desk, car, wherever.
And you could also pair it with the MagBack Smart Wallet, which snaps right onto the back of your phone. It holds your cards, and you could even ping it in the event you lose it and want to find out where it is.
This is actually so embarrassing, but I kid you not, I used to have two wallets. Because I would lose my main wallet so much, I would have a second wallet with a passport card, credit cards, and cash, and I kid you not, I'd use it probably once a month. But with my MagBack, all I have to do is ping it on my phone, and boom bada bing, I know where my wallet is, and I have not lost my wallet since. It's incredible. And if you want to go further, they have multi-chargers, car mounts, Tesla chargers, key tags. There's something for every kind of dad. So get a gift your dad will actually use this year with MagBack. The link is down below in the description. And if you use our code, which is shown on the screen right now, and also down below in the description, you will get 15% off your entire order. And just make sure you order it before the 17th of June so your package will show up with enough time. Again, the link is down below in the description, as well as a code for 15% off your entire order. Happy Father's Day. I am so confident your fathers will absolutely love everything from MagBack. Thank you to MagBack for sponsoring this clip.